Hey Capricorn, welcome to your weekly reading for October 22nd through the 28th. We have the full moon coming up on October 24th, and this one's going to be a doozy for some of us guys. So for that reason, I'm using my nice, gentle, encouraging angel deck here, angels, gods, and goddesses. And so we're going to see what messages are coming up for Capricorn for this lovely full moon week. We'll see what's happening Monday, Tuesday for you guys. Wednesday, Thursday. Your cards are flying right on out, Capricorn. You guys are pretty clear right now. A lot of you anyway, so good job. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And now let's check out our love card for the week for Capricorn. There's your love card, guys. And we will look at that in just a moment. So your Monday, Tuesday, my friends, is a god of indulgence. It's alright. Stop beating yourself up. A little indulgence and balance is healthy. I think what's happening, Capricorn, in the beginning of the week, a lot of you or a lot of people are gonna start feeling that full moon energy around, Monday, okay? Because it's 3 days before the full moon. Full moon is gonna be on Wednesday, so maybe Sunday, Monday, you guys are starting to feel that heaviness that's coming in with the Taurus full moon. The Taurus full moon is gonna be bringing in a lot of triggers, and it's making us see the people and the things in our life that kind of set us off, that make us maybe sabotage ourselves, or that make us discouraged, so we give up, or whatever it might be. We start seeing our wounds, and so some of you are looking for comfort. Another thing that's happening with the full moon energy is also a lot of us are beginning to look at money and finances, because Taurus is a sign of stability and having nice things and living a life of comfort. For some of you, especially if you have Taurus in your moon sign or rising sign, maybe you're like, hey, you know what? I deserve to be comfortable, or I deserve to be happy. I know Capricorns, you guys can be really self-disciplined, the Capricorns that I know. So maybe you're treating yourself in some way. Maybe you're having a nice meal, or you're, getting yourself a little gift without breaking the bank. Maybe you've been trying to be careful with your money, but you're like, you know what? I work really hard and I deserve a massage, or I deserve a new pair of shoes, or a pedicure, or a nice meal out, or whatever it might be. Some of you are doing something just, to make life a little more enjoyable in the beginning of the week. Maybe you're just kind of trying to start off the week with some self-love and some self-care, which is really, really good. The pink is really jumping out at me today in this reading, in this moment, especially this shade of pink, or this fuchsia. And that's Archangel Jophiel's color. So I think some of you maybe are you're indulging, but you're indulging in your surroundings. Maybe you're doing something. Maybe you're redoing a part of your home or your bedroom, or you're buying something nice to look at, to have in your home. So for some of you, you're kind of splurging on making your environment a little fancier, okay, or just a little more pleasant. Okay, your Wednesday, Thursday, Capricorn, is Angel of Psychic Ability. Now, this is really interesting because I shuffled and shuffled and shuffled, and I had this card come up in the same spot for Scorpio. So, again, this happened last week with you guys, Capricorn, or maybe it was the week before, where I was saying some of you may be dealing with a Scorpio. And maybe you still are, or maybe some of you have that in your chart. But regardless, even if you don't have Scorpio in your chart, even if you don't know any Scorpios, this card is still going to apply to you regardless, in different ways for different ones of us, because it is a general reading. Wednesday is the day of the full moon, guys. So a lot of you who are watching the video, you're probably getting this card just to let you know that you're really picking up on the energies that are coming in with the full moon, and you're doing a lot of healing, okay? I know this says psychic ability, but I want you to understand something. People are always asking me, how do I wake up my psychic ability? How do I become more in tune with it? It's through healing, honestly. The more healing that you do, the more whole and complete you are, or that you're feeling, and the more clear that you are, the more your intuition peaks and spikes, and the more you're connected with that intuitive energy and with your higher self and with your higher power. So a lot of you are doing some clearing and some purging emotionally. That's the whole thing with the Taurus full moon, guys. A lot of you are really realizing your triggers and the people and the things around you that are triggering you. But since this card is coming up with psychic ability, this is telling me that a lot of you are just letting it go, okay? Like you're just at a place where you're like, I don't want to carry this anymore. I don't want to feel this way anymore. I don't want these people to get on my nerves or get under my skin anymore. So you're forgiving things, or you're letting things go, or you're being more accepting of yourself, and you're just like, I don't want to have this aggravation. So some of you maybe need some alone time. Maybe you're gonna like just need some time to cry or scream into a pillow. Or maybe you're doing some kind of full moon release or some kind of ceremony or something. But you're finally letting things go. I feel like some of you may even be doing something where you're going through old family photos, or maybe even like writing to people. This is really weird, Capricorn, because this is a very specific thing, but I feel that some of you may be writing a letter of goodbye to like a father or father figure in your life. Maybe somebody that either some of you, maybe you've never met them, or maybe they kind of walked out and you don't know what happened to them, or maybe they've passed on and you're thinking about some unresolved things or things that you wish that you had said. Some of you are doing some kind of ceremony or some kind of closure with a father figure around the full moon. This is general, so we're all going to have different scenarios in different ways. Your Friday, Saturday, and my God, you guys, it's so funny how Spirit works. You guys saw me shuffle. I shuffled this deck, and so far, every reading I've done has gotten this card, and most of them have been on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So this is just letting you know that this is an energy thing that's coming in for a lot of us right now. You have Angel of the Universe. You are being encouraged to expand your thinking. So whatever is happening here in the beginning of the week, by the end of the week, things are becoming very clear for you. You're having this aha moment. You're having this epiphany, and you're beginning to see yourself and the people around you in a different way, and you're looking past the resentment, you're looking past the pain, and you have more of an appreciation for yourself and what you've been through and where you're at. Maybe less judgment, maybe less blame, less blaming of yourself, less blaming of others, right? Just being in a different way of looking at things, being in a more spiritual mindset and looking at your life and looking at the people around you. For some of you, you may do this really massive release, but then when you come into the weekend, there may be some person or situation that you just seem to have not cleared yet, or you may hear from somebody from the past where you're like, oh my God, when am I going to be done with this person? Or when am I going to be done with this situation? And so this is happening to open your eyes to look at yourself and this person or this situation in a different light and in a different way. There's still something to be discovered and understood here. It's a matter of your spiritual growth, and a matter of your healing. So ask your angels and guides to help you see what you need to see so that you can just be done with that one bit. And the good thing is, because we're in that Taurus energy of, self-awareness and seeing our triggers and seeing where we need to be fixed, this is the perfect time for this thing to come up. So don't get discouraged, don't get mad about it. This is the perfect time to address the situation that maybe for a very long time has been confusing you of, why can't I end this with this person? Your love card for the week is Angel of Addiction Healing. This is a time of positive, transformation, and healing. Now, this can sound very much like what? Like, I don't have an addiction, and my partner or my ex doesn't have an addiction. What is that about? For some of you, it could be very literal. Like maybe you've had some substance abuse issue and it's made it hard for you to have successful relationships, or maybe you're in a relationship with somebody where, you know, the relationship's really suffering because they have an addiction. But for other ones of us, guys, addiction is going to be a lot of different things in a lot of different ways, okay? Codependency is an addiction. When you have a hard time with your feelings and you can't deal with your feelings, and you could become a workaholic. Instead of focusing on the relationship, you might be throwing yourself into work. Or food, or gambling, or video games, anything that you're doing to kind of take the edge off, or anything that you're doing to escape from heavy feelings in this regard could be seen as an addiction, okay? And so for some of you, you've been addicted to a person who's been all kinds of bad for you, all kinds of toxic for you. Or you've been addicted to approval, or addicted for validation, and so it's set you up to like go after the wrong people, and so it's become like this vicious cycle of, well, I need the approval, or I need the attention, or I need the affection, or I need the sex, or whatever it might be. So this is clearing out. This is clearing out for a lot of you. I feel that Capricorns, for those of you who have felt either very blocked or quote unquote cursed in your love life, this Taurus full moon energy is really helping you blast out whatever's been in the way, and really clearing and healing and letting things go. Now, I want you to understand something. When we're healing, sometimes it can be intense. There can be a lot of crying. There can be a lot of sadness, a lot of heaviness. There could just be exhaustion, where you just feel so tired and so drained, and you just feel like you need to sleep a lot. You know, that happens too. Be patient with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Maybe if you're one of the Capricorns who are experiencing that, maybe don't push yourself too hard. I mean, you know, if you got to go to work, you got to go to work. You might not be able to call in, but outside of that, you know, maybe get home early, go to bed early. You know, if people are calling you and asking you for stuff, turn your phone off. Like, make it a priority for you to just take care of your physical needs and your rest right now. But there's positive changes happening here. For some of you, you may have a partner who's had some kind of addiction, and they're wanting to heal, or they're wanting to work on themselves. And so some of you maybe are trying to be supportive for somebody through that. And some of you are just kind of healing yourselves. Some of you are seeing an addiction you didn't know that you had. An addiction to a person or relationship, or a coping mechanism. And all of a sudden it's making it clear for you why you've had certain people in your life, whether they're narcissists or you know, people who have, you know, like substance abuse issues, whereas you don't. You're going to see what part of you has been mirroring that in the other person, and you're going to be able to clear it and change it so you won't have that happen anymore. So really positive steps up here in love for you all, Capricorn. This is a general reading. Check out your moon sign and rising sign. And I have good news, you guys. Those of you who want a private reading, I'm having a special sale this week. It's a pretty big sale. It's my birthday, October 25th. So to celebrate my birthday, I want to say thank you to you guys. Those of you who've been sending me awesome messages, who've been subscribing, who've been really supportive, and even those of you who have reached out for readings. I'm going to do a special this week. So the 15-minute readings are normally $20 and up, depending on if you want video or audio or phone call or whatever. So I'm just going to do any one of them, video, audio, or phone call. Any 15-minute reading is going to be $10.25. And the 30-minute readings, which are usually $40 to $65, depending on what you want, I'm going to do phone, video, or audio recording 30-minute readings for $25. So that's just a special sale I'm having from the 22nd to the 28th. So reach out to me, guys. If you want a private reading, this is a good time to do it. Ooh, do you see that pretty little circle of light right there? That little rainbow, that little prism? Very pretty. It's a reflection from the crystal. But that's some positive juju, some positive healing energy being sent your ways, guys. So Capricorn, let me know, and don't forget to check out every single day. There's a free card and a pick a card on Amethyst AngelLight Facebook and Instagram. So if you haven't liked my Amethyst AngelLight Facebook page, please do so. Follow me on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. Till next week, my friends.